So it was brought to my attention because, certain people be feeling like, oh, well, we can go ahead and get them like this, that it'll cause them to, not pay attention to, particular details. And we'll keep doing this to them, right? But something that was just like, get up, not randomly. It was like, go look at your key. And it was like, I had my other key because it had broke off of the other keychain. And when it broke, I've had it in the same place for a long time, but I set it there for a particular reason. Not thinking for 1 second that it's like, you know, with everything going on with the shaky, suspicious movement around, and especially with, I ain't seen no moving trucks. I ain't seen nobody really just moving there, but they've been having miraculous like construction in the area, right? And I'm like, y'all been working on this same damn area since I got here. I don't know funding, and most of the time, especially in residential area, you're not spending no more money than to do something in 3 months. Now, with that small type of area, and then the type of people that I know would live in this area, I know that shit would have been done in like 60 days. Now, that allowed me to go ahead and spark my suspicions about what it is. Now, if I don't know nothing else about Chris Brown with his initiation and where his protection come in, Tory Lanez did the wrong motherfucking thing. That was the stupidest thing that you could do. But everybody want their street cred, right? Everybody want to be seen like they go hard in the paint. I mean, everybody can't be Chris Brown now. But anybody that really knows about Chris Brown got ties with Blood Gang. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be gang. But the beauty of this whole situation, again, I love to mention probes. Okay, when I mention the probes, it's somebody like, goddamn, I love looking at you. But people will look into a situation and not really know exactly what you're getting into. Because I mean, if I can know exactly what style of break, well, it is a break-in. But if you don't know what type of break-in it is, then you're not gonna know exactly, because it's like, well, this wouldn't spark anyone's suspicion. Okay, Sparky, it will require me to not be a criminal, and then for one, it will require me to be motherfucking scared to speak up. Motherfucker, you can't be scared when you already did a lot of shit, and I need to get to my motherfucking kids. Y'all getting on my goddamn nerves, so shit, fight or flight. But at the same time, shit, I'm too fucking pretty to sit there and try to have to put my motherfucking piles on you, for one. Two, the second beautiful thing of this situation, shit, Florida is a stand your ground motherfucking situation. And the beauty of this situation, some of you motherfuckers is not in the area where you lived at, based off your passport, your driver's license, and the fake paper where you got it from. 10 times out of 10, if I'm capable of pinpointing where you're coming from. Third thing is, I don't have any issues with the police. I ain't ever been arrested like that. I don't have no criminal record like that. I don't get down. I don't even hang around fucking people that do that shit. And if anything, I'll make sure I create huge fucking distance from people that is involved with bullshit. You won't even catch me talking, have a conversation. And if I do, it's a bullshit conversation. Unless it's like kids is looking to have my attention and they ain't getting motherfucking attention at home. Hey, how you doing? How's your day? Whatever the case may be. So anything outside of that situation, it's something created. You know what I'm saying? When you live your life in a situation where, you got to be smart. And especially when you come from the lifestyle, you know what to look out for. You know what not to get yourself involved in and things like that. So, when it's a break-in of somebody trying to stage it to look like, oh, you did it yourself. You gonna know when it's a situation. You shit, based off the style and how they do it and what's in the house and what's taken. You can tell if a family ordered it. You can tell if it was based off of life insurance. You can tell if it was somebody that just didn't like you in your neighborhood. You can tell if you had a stalker. You can tell if it's a harasser. You can tell if it was some drug shit involved in this. You can tell. Now, the beauty of this situation is, whoever it is in 205, that motherfucker scared in the motherfucker. Like, if she see my face, she's gonna know exactly what we're doing. She's gonna know exactly what we're doing. Bitch, you don't take a rocket scientist. Sometimes you can base the shit. Like, if you was a kid, I call it basement kids. And if you don't know anything about basement kids, do your research about basement kids. You could start as a basement kid. You know more or less when you was locked in the basement, and depending on your abuse, If you were a kid that was in foster care, if you was a kid that was, in those orphanages and shit, just like I was, and we get locked up in the basement or in them cellars, you could tell based on the way someone is walking, if they stumping, quick pacing, you can tell more or less if they coming in to do to assault you. You can tell if they gonna come in here and just be mean to you and take out their aggression or whatever could have been happening on the outside world. You can tell more or less if they're pacing around trying to figure out what's they like. Literally, when you a basement kid and you get locked up in them cellars, you can tell more or less by the person's footsteps about what they're planning to do to you next when they come in. The only anticipation was if you were by yourself or if there was other people locked in the room with you, that you just, the only thing was you didn't know who they were going to do it to. It's not about what they was going to do. You just didn't know who they was going to do it to. That was the kicker of the situation. Now, a lot of people, even a psychiatrist or a psychologist be sitting there like, how the fuck would you know, motherfucker, because you a motherfucking serial and psycho motherfucker, that you not sitting here telling people this shit? Like, somebody may have thought that they had the greatest, most elaborate plan to do something, and it's like, shit, they need to go ahead and make a diagnosis to stick to certain things, and it's like, no. I'm 100% sure right now somebody is about to do a rescue, and when they do this rescue or whatever, because they've been plotting on going ahead and breaking into this home or this complex area to go get these goddamn kids. When they go do this shit, you could even do that when they soundproof the rooms and stuff like that. And more often than not, even when they come into the room to like either record you, assault you and things like that, more often than not, they're gonna be either super, super nice to you, always want to offer you food, certain drinks and stuff like that. How people offer you drinks, how they offer you food, like shit. You gotta be a fool to play the motherfucking fool, and you gotta know how this shit gonna go. Shit, you know when it's the younger ones, you know when it's the older ones, you could tell when it's like family. More often, women, oh shit, that shit gets real fucking elaborate. And somebody is just sitting here like, well, shit. I don't know, call me, I'll be sure. I ain't no motherfucker, old school 1980s fucking style shit, but this seems like 1980s or somebody did this shit in 2011, but yet you want to go ahead and do a repeat offender type situation. Someone is 41 years old, okay? And someone is sitting here like, okay, well, we're going to start a bullshit conversation. Don't start no bullshit conversation with me. Don't do that. But it's like, I already mentioned, you too close for home. It's people sitting here too close, to motherfucking home, too close for fucking comfort. But the more closer that they are, the more I can sit there and resolve exactly what it is that they planning to do. And more often than not, they're not going to tamper with anything that's already sealed or closed. But they, if you already open up drinks, water, juice, or whatever, if you live in apartments and stuff like that, you already know what's out of place. If you ever see that they doing construction, right? And then randomly you just look at the crew and you see a Japanese or a Chinese motherfucker in that situation, and especially if they hear and you look at if they got long hair or the hair looks different or they look really, really fucking tired, just look at their hands. And when you look at their hands, you can tell what type of person they were from their country. Like if they live in China, Korea, and stuff like that, you can tell by their hands. And more often than not, you can tell if they were like maintenance men in their country. More often than not, they are very, very astute. So either they'll use people that love to wear glasses. They play particular instruments, more likely a string instrument, violins and stuff like that. And when they do use those people, those be the people to use as the cover of staying in the house or the home and stuff like that. And when they do that, especially when it's like cover up crimes, they'll have them come into your places. And like I was saying, hey, it's experiment time. What was the experiment when they was like randomly throwing chemicals in the air and it caused people to get like cancerous tumors and stuff like that on their skin? This one, they're using it with water. But the beauty of this one is they needed someone very highly skilled from like Japan or China because their water systems is very elaborate. And with the elaboration of that, they were able to do something with one particular building to go ahead and put like chemicals into the water. More often than not, Melbourne did have that issue with the water not too long ago. But some people, if you don't know your full capacity of your health and what you're dealing with, if they put radiation and you already had cancerous things in your system, it's actually working for your benefit. For some people, it's gonna fuck them up where it's like they struggling with breathing. It's gonna mess with their skin. With it, when certain things enter into the water and stuff like that, and it gets into your skin and stuff like that, it can go into your bloodstream. So it can reflect like certain toxins. It'll start messing with your nervous system. It can affect the brain, how you're thinking. So meaning like you're becoming forgetful. You might have issue with your sight. It'll start feeling like a form of neuropathy. It will feel like a form of lupus for some people. The eyesight will like mimic like glaucoma. I said glaucoma. What is the other one? C something. It starts with a C. Cataracts as well. Of course, memory fog, sleep issues, insomnia. Unless you're just an insomnia maniac, then that's just normal. Like you know how to get your sleep or your, circadian rhythm back on point type thing. And when they have this type of effect, right, you go to the doctor and you be like, doctor, I'm not feeling good, right? The first thing they're gonna be like, oh, it's your nerves. You feeling like certain things is tingling up in your leg and it's random. They run the blood work. It's like, oh, I don't see anything. I'm going to give you, guess what? Gabapentin over a process. Usually a lot of people don't know gabapentin can start affecting your system after 3 months. After 3 months, then it'll go into like a cirrhosis or develop other type of things in the bloodstream. Now, the only kicker with that situation is if you don't ever do, like, you can go get little strips from like Home Depot, Lowe's. I mean, you can even order off of Amazon to take strips to test the water that you have in your bathroom, your shower head, and in your kitchen. Now, more often than not, some people, if you're smart enough, you'll get a filter, or you should already know how to more or less chemically balance your water on the stove. If you don't know how to do that, then you already screwing up in life, okay? But more often than not, if you are already dealing with certain things, it can actually work in your benefit of whatever it is. It's giving me was it the Justice League or the Marvel show where the guy got locked up in prison, but they end up doing some type of radiation chemical and it caused him to turn into sand. So somebody could work with like where, they do the sandbags. Somebody works for that company. Also, someone works for environmental services, and another person could have a chemistry biology degree in particularly. Okay. For somebody, you have a person that do live around you more often than not. If you're a part of that insurance program gang stalking group, there's categories and there's levels to this shit. You can tell if it's actually part from your governmental one. You can actually figure out if it's from a church one. You can actually figure out if it's actually from an insurance claim, because more often than not, some people don't realize, depending on particular insurance companies, that you file insurance claim on behalf of certain people, and they do be verifying on the back end to make sure, like, oh, you said that this person had this type of mental diagnosis. They have their own private investigation teams just to go out to verify the person that they're saying this about. And more often than not, people that do this, and especially if there's more than 2 policies out on you and your name or your social security come across the system, for somebody in a situation, it came across 6 times, right? Now, there's a method to the madness. Somebody was like, is this motherfucker an informant? Do she work for us? Is there motherfucker, y'all see me? I ain't went nowhere. I can't go nowhere to get this shit. But the beauty of it is, y'all love to play bippity boppity boo. I don't fuck with you. So the beauty of this shit is the more you attack, the more you know, right? The more you seem to know, the more you grow, right? And the more they're gonna seem like that they gotta sit here and portray as if it's a mind game. You can't, if it's a mind game, you should not ever be able to articulate what it is that you're saying effectively, efficiently, and back it up with actual documentations that will require any person that they do bring your way to do their due diligence to actually research. So even if there's an ongoing type of, say if there's an investigation pending, there's court cases, guess what? That judge by law, by actually judge or held by federal law, They must look into those things, meaning when they're doing their research before they do sentences, they have to go ahead and submit into the computer and into the system of the courts to show that they did look into these things. Even if it's something that's going on behind someone's back, you don't even have to fucking know. By law, by federal law, that judge is held into, because they could be held in contempt by not doing their due diligence to researching those certain things, and especially if they're using your social media, regardless of what I'm saying. And I'm bringing it up for them to go look at statutes, laws, regulations, and look into the back end type of situations of federal laws and regulations. Them choosing not to and not filing that they actually looked into it efficiently, because guess what? That requires for them to have at least 32 to 52 documentations of showing exactly what you're saying. Meaning that they will have to go to these companies, they will have to call them, they have to do them. However, here's the kicker: conflict of interest. They cannot be part of the same organizations, affiliations. They should not be able to work with those people before. The major piece of the situation, they must have proof, physical evidence proof that they actually spoke to you. Meaning they can get somebody with the same type of wig and everything and such. But however, are they the same height? Are they the same weight? Or do they have the same markings of every single bit part of their body? More often than not, because they don't like to pay attention to the details. That's like running a court case and saying, oh, I find this person guilty. And then the person that they trying to go ahead and do something and say that they use artificial intelligence will show that this person is literally like 5'4", but on the video it's showing somebody like 5'10" or some shit. And in order to reach certain things on that, on that screen, or to be standing as tall as the window or certain things like that, you're gonna have to fully zoom in on this situation. Okay, if I go, they take me in, right? And of course they got to take your mugshot. They got to put you by the height stand and everything, right? Your height is not matching that person's height. The major thing of it is, if there actually are huge investigations and allegations against you, especially if there's about serial unaliving, SA assaults, things of those sorts, do you not know that they have to take full images of you from head to toe, from the rooter to the tutor, okay? Down to the point that they should be able to mark every side and points of your features where there is no misconstruing that when they get ready to arrest you, hey, this is not the person you looking for. That tattoo looked like a Black Panther. That person ain't got no panther. That looked like she got a cyborg on her leg. You see? And somebody may have thought that they was going to be able to get away with something. And this is UCF squad, okay? I didn't watch University of Central Florida try to do a lot of shit. And then somebody worked security for them, and somebody worked for the medical team for the University of Central Florida. Because I've been seeing a lot of people with those, and then alumni for Miami and stuff like that. And I was just like, well, Sharita, just look, do your due diligence to look into what do they study in their school. What is a major thing? Like, you want to know about certain people, just know what was their school funded for. More often than not, you just got to pay attention to what their school was funded for. And once you can figure out what those colleges were funded for and which one of their major programs, you can tell more or less who they're going to use about it is. Because they got to do, research. They got to do, physical research on the thesis and dissertations that they run, teaching the students effectively and efficiently, especially in fucking political science, criminology, forensic science, and things like that. Journalism, depending on what type of journalism you're doing, you got to do your due diligence, But it requires for you to be not competent of what you know. You know what you know. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like more often than not, when it's certain things that they want to get over with. What was the name of it? Whatnot? Fat Albert, okay? Something about the name Albert, okay? And with those situations, somebody, okay, that's the Philly crew. Because I want to say Fat Albert was based out of Philadelphia, ain't it? South Philly, to be exact. But certain people, you just got to pay attention to the environment. More often than not, when they don't want you to know that you're there, they are going to want you to know they're going to want you to not know what's going on. So whenever they make it their business to like stay in the house, like when you're coming outside, like right now it's Florida, it was hot as hell during the day, so it's like if you actually just want to catch the breeze, just really just be outside or something like that, this is the perfect time to go. So for somebody in a situation, they're going to make it their business that they stay in the house, but you want to be outside, but they're going to be out, like the timing is going to be where they're going to be inside looking at you. And then while you're, you know what I'm saying, more often than not, depending on where you stay, where like I can show you how I stay, right? I'm gonna show you real quick so you can get the gist of exactly how it is. He made dangerous things bright and colorful, poison dart frog. All right, Atkinson's or Atkins. Why, ain't nobody trying to run from shit. Ain't shit to fucking run from. Shit, you can spend your whole life fucking running. Ain't shit to run from, baby. I'll show you. So this is where, where my purpose is at. That dude right there, wherever we say right there, and then you got somebody who's over here in 205. But right here is usually that communicated in Morse code. But it's usually like right here. So if anything, it'll make it very easy for anyone to do something. So like if I walk from here and I have to go around, how easy would it not be for somebody to go ahead and do what it is that they planning to do? Oh, we can go into her apartment. We can go in there because ain't nobody going to see it. It's a wood lamp right there. So it's too easy for them to do that certain thing if somebody didn't know how that works, right? So more often than not, when you don't know exactly how it works out, because I was like, shit, if it's me and I got to hit a link, shit, this is a perfect opportunity. Ain't nobody really paying attention. And then that will require for people to be on their porch all the time. But if I can keep them from there, but what also one thing they're going to keep over? They blinds. But is it a blinds to their bedroom? Is it a blinds to certain things? I mean, if I stay back here, you can have your blinds open because shouldn't nobody be walking right there anyway. So we got a stalker on my head. God created warning signs for danger. He made dangerous things bright and colorful. Poison dart frogs, mushrooms, deadly snakes, plants, and people with what it say, with funky bright hair. Run. Okay. I ain't mad at you, baby. I ain't mad at you. It just seemed like you a scary little individual that is a coward. Cause I sure wouldn't be making up a fake profile with also, are you the person? Also, this person must be the park ranger, okay? He must know the animals and stuff like that, but it's also allowing me to know it's somebody in the neighborhood with property management. So they were quick to go ahead and bring, oh, we got these type of animals. If you feed the animals ain't gonna fuck with you. It was so many snakes that they was looking like they was ready to attack, but they went on about their business. Shit, more often than not, it's certain pheromones. If you send the pheromones in a different direction, the snake ain't gonna bother you. I've been attacked by so many goddamn snakes before. Shit, even physical human beings want to be snakes. But more often than not, it's just like you got to pay attention to how people move, the behaviors. You can tell more or less like exactly what they're doing, how they're doing it. Like I said, certain people, if they smoke motherfucking cigarettes, just know they involved in some bullshit. Uh, More often than not, shit, pay attention to the men because it'd be more men that's gonna come outside than it is the women. If the woman always come outside and she look disgruntled than a motherfucker, or she too easy trying to always smile in your face, just know something's up. Shit, I learned that a long time ago. Shit, it ain't that, being friendly and stuff like that, but also at the same time, I do have that tendency, like, you smile, I smile. You know what I'm saying? Don't start no shit, won't be no shit type thing. But these are motherfuckers that's looking for any and every which leeway to try to provoke something. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm now about to be a firm believer. Like, if your kid over here saying hi and you ain't outside with your motherfucking kid, that's why I don't say nothing. They be like, hi, and some people be like, she ignored the kid. I don't give a fuck. That ain't my motherfucking kid. Did you teach your kid to talk to strangers? Because I don't like to talk to kids if they're not with their motherfucking parents. That's just weird. So somebody in it's like y'all gotta pay attention to every little thing because this is not the day and age shit. More often than not, it's some people sit here like, why would she post something about Martin Luther King? Because black people are always trying to sit there and talk about is this. Did Martin Luther King Jr. have an insurance policy? He sure the fuck did. Where was that policy from? Who was the benefactor of that policy? And what state and city ran that policy? And if I look into this life insurance policy company, you gonna see that that bitch is government ran. Who shot the sheriff? But I ain't killed the deputy. Who really killed Bob Marley? If we start really fucking talking about it, a lot of people get spooky. I would hate to be a Jamaican sitting here trying to play a hoodoo and voodoo today because this ain't the day and age to do it. I could be a pirate, but I ain't your pirate. And a pirate is your stepdaddy or your godfather, right? And if I'm going to sit here and look at a situation in a particular way and sit there and play stupid ass games and you get stupid motherfucking prizes, don't ever sit there and try to hold rank and pull certain things because Jamaica's power went out a long time ago. When Bob Marley went, so did the specialty of the use of their powers to be used. Because if I hold weight in that place, it will require for me to know exactly that I wouldn't have to go to the Mississippi Delta and get advice from these motherfuckers how to swoon somebody. You see? Somebody like, oh my God, how do I, bitch, we got options. Even the devil submits to Jesus or God, whoever you pray to, even the devil submit to that. Y'all ain't watched Lucifer before? Yeah, my y'all. Some of y'all, put the human down. He's, ow, you hit my dad? You your daddy's son. Sit y'all bitch asses down. Y'all gotta be mindful. These be motherfuckers like, I'm gonna use religion. Keep using that motherfucking religion. That religion's gonna put your ass on the fucking ground because every fucking time you use religion and you don't honor the spirit, how the fuck you respecting the religion? That's stupid. That's stupid all the way around. I'm going to get these people to go ahead and be on my side. What, be on your side to tell a fucking lie? Shit, if you ain't feeling guilty about telling a fucking lie, I'm not fit to take up for nobody that's sitting there taking up a fucking lie. That require me to go against my motherfucking commandments. If I honor the fucking Bible, are you honoring the Bible or fucking human flesh? Some of these motherfuckers are sitting here showing every which way you honor a human, you honor a man. That's stupid. That's even stupider than sitting there listening to a person talking about, oh, the man trying to keep us down. Shit, it ain't the man. It's your own motherfucking people from the church that went on ahead and killed Martin Luther King Jr. It's your own fucking people within the community where y'all sitting there quick to talk about the government, the man. It really ain't that shit. Donald Trump only released the shit. Are y'all doing y'all due diligence? Or y'all still proving to this motherfucker every which way that the motherfucking KKK can run this shit if they choose to? But if you stupid, then be stupid. It's your own motherfucking people. Didn't Cat Williams say, well, if I had to sit there and be a nobody, I would pay a nobody too to go ahead and do what I did to Nipsey Hussle. If I was a nobody, I'm going to go ahead and use another motherfucking nobody to go ahead and get Suge Knight in trouble. But I'm going to also use that no fucking body to kill Tupac because Tupac knew too much. You just imagine if Tupac was still motherfucking alive right now. A lot of shit ain't moving how it is. Why is it that nobody really go over there and fuck with Farrakhan like that? Why do everybody struggle with that? But it's a slow but surely, motherfuckers. Oh, I'll be a Hebrew Israelite, but why won't you fuck with Farrakhan? Shit, they already had to put what was his name? Samuel? Or was it Kevin Samuels? That nigga ain't down for a reason. Somebody you ain't looked into why, but shit, it's sole purpose for everything, shit. Your own people got to put your ass down sometime. But shit, you putting down the wrong motherfucker because I don't give a fuck about what crimes that you doing. Keep that shit over there. If you doing with shit with kids and women, keep that shit over there. I don't give a fuck about what you doing. Your business ain't got shit to do with me. But if you bringing that shit over here, that means you bringing the heat and you want me to know your business. You allowing the people that work with you in that type of business and you bringing the smoke to a person that you know come from them type of lines and bloodlines. I can't reveal some shit if I wasn't supposed to know no shit, but it seems like you're doing evil, low down, conniving ass shit to me, so it's gonna naturally be revealed. Reveal my enemies, right? You want to be a blind enemy, so now I'm revealing the sin that you keep. What does she keep? You're illegally investigating, right? So the more I get to more open up some more crimes. Somebody is from Brazil and you did some type of crazy ass crime to one of those Brazilian chiefs that they still trying to figure out who did you do this to. And they don't know it's you. And you over here trying to do your dual citizenships and you kind of come over here. But if you go ahead and get them people from Brazil to come over here and watch, shit, the truths that they might fucking find. Cause what was that the big kingpin that they had that allowed Michael Jackson to come on in? Yeah, him. See, yeah, if he knew the truth about what somebody did to one of his foot soldiers, that he really was just trying to figure out how that shit do it, and then they started that unnecessary war out there in Brazil and shit like that. It wasn't for a fucking reason, but it's one of you motherfuckers over here fucking with me. I would hate for Brazil. Don't ever let me get into a position of officials. Now we got a big problem. Who we want to play with? You know what I'm saying? I can see why somebody would want to come after me too. But everybody misses me too. People will go for a person's position. They get too much dip on their motherfucking chip, and that chip start breaking and shit. And now all they left was with the dip, and it's like, I don't want to look like I'm fat, bitch. Eat the dip, baby. You dipped into some shit that you didn't even know that it runs way deeper, and you don't hold the rank for it. But you felt like you was qualified for it. But since you qualified for it, and you came for somebody else's situation now, and you wanted it all, I'm gonna show you and teach you what greed does to you. What greed and envy does to you. The bigger they are, the harder they fall, right? And when the bigger they are and the harder that they fucking fall, okay? Hardee's is another company that they, like to keep behind. But you wanted to go ahead and get somebody put behind bars, but based off of some crimes that they really did. You see? That's when the situation get real fucking sad and miserable. So we're going to go ahead and use our cops, our government, city funding money to arrest somebody or harass them, stalk them, or better yet, hey, y'all be quiet. If you see somebody come around them, don't say anything. You know these people shouldn't be in this neighborhood, and we're going to make sure that they use their vacant places as an Airbnb and a good place to stay. So this week and this month, over the next 2 months, we're going to hold a back-to-school shindig. We're going to hold a back-to-school type of concert and stuff like that for the kids or the community. What better way to go ahead and cover up something, right? Oh, all of a sudden we got major celebrities coming in, surprise concerts. I want to say that somebody wanted to plan like they did. What was his name? I want to say it was Bad Bunny. When I was in Puerto Rico, they did like a surprise where he did like a concert at the Gulf gas station. So somebody wanted to plan like a major dance hall, if not reggaeton concert in a situation. And then it was supposed to catch the attention of someone like, yeah, eventually we're going to make it feel like they're safe to come out. And when they come out, we're going to make it seem like you got to do this. Shit, if you got to be an actor and an actress in this situation, by all means, be my fucking guest. But this shit runs very elaborate, like, oh, we're going to make it seem like it's by chance that she's meeting this celebrity. And then we can go ahead and utilize this, and this, and we can set it up in this type of way. Then whenever they get ready to go either to Massachusetts, Connecticut, New Jersey, or New York, when they're traveling with this person, then we'll set up the kidnapping, and then we can go do it this way. Someone is like, God damn, how do you fucking figure out this shit? I don't know, stupid things, you get stupid prizes, so how are we going to do this? It's like 6 other ways, but I only named about 2 or 3 of them so far. You know what I'm saying? Outside, somebody's name is Jafar or Jasar or something like that. That could have been helping somebody with either the computer or internet crimes, or also helping with the mailbox crime. More often than not, they'll use a white person, an Asian person, Hispanic person, and if it's a black person, it'll be a female that they'll do the mail crimes with the post office. More often than not, I'm just letting you know how this shit goes. Somebody's like, damn, you gonna fuck up everybody operation. I said I want my motherfucking money. I'm not looking for no fucking man to take care of me. Actually, I'm so fucking repulsed by men right now. But I'm disgusted with women. Like, women are like a disgust or a disgrace. But shit, I can see now why certain men talk the way they do and do the shit that they do. It was like a fucking thing on TikTok that came across where the dude was like, "Oh, this is my mother. She gotta stay with us, and she need." That man said, "Hey, this is for me and you. Your mama got to figure out how the fuck she gonna do what she gonna do." "Oh, but it's my mom, bitch. That's your motherfucking mama. I'm married to you. Let that bitch go. She got to figure that shit on her own." "But that's my mom." Okay, do you honor your marriage, or are you worried about your fucking mama? Because somebody be like, "That's evil." That's no, the fuck it's not. Did you marry your mama, or did you get married to a wife? When you sit there and it's a situation, your wife or your mama in the hospital, you run into your mama? That's sad, motherfucker. You ain't had no business getting married in the first place. Somebody ain't gotta like it, but shit, I ain't here to motherfucking be liked. I ain't been liked my whole fucking life. Shit, one more person don't do it. It ain't gonna make me feel no type of way. Like, she holds no shame at all. At all, honey. You have no soul, baby. I got more soul than a whole lot of bed. That's why them crazy psycho motherfuckers be falling in love. Like, "Oh, I love her. Will she give me a chance to talk to her?" I don't know, motherfucker. Drop a body or a few. Then maybe we could probably talk about something. Shit, get these motherfuckers off my neck. Then maybe I'll talk to you. But until then, leave me the fuck alone. Because these motherfuckers love to just lie. They love to lie, steal, and hide behind a motherfucking badge or a goddamn state license. More often than not, take away that motherfucking badge and that state license. I guarantee that a lot of these motherfuckers won't move how they be moving. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Somebody trying to keep doing that throat chakra shit. The more you keep doing it, the stronger you making my shit. And then the more that they keep doing it, the more stuff they keep getting revealed. Someone, keep doing what you're doing. I like it. They're like, "God damn, what did that, like, how do it, you're not gonna make me mad." Shit, life be lifing. We're here for a human experience. Okay? It's a human experience. Y'all motherfuckers just humanoids. Okay? You're just fucking humanoids. Why should I be stressed, depressed about shit that you're naturally gonna fucking do? Shit, if you gonna lie, you just gonna lie. Shit. A lie gonna lie. Shit, it don't take away from the fact, their character is they gonna lie. But shit, it don't take away from me to be able to be in the presence of motherfucking having some goddamn entertainment about who they gonna lie to next. Allow them to be. If that man felt he a liar, motherfucker, let that nigga lie. Shit, I need motherfucking entertainment just to figure out how long it's gonna take y'all stupid motherfuckers to figure out a lie. So you gonna hang out with a liar? I sure the fuck will. What that liar doing to me? I mean, I know he probably gonna lie on me whenever I leave. Natural. That's a natural fucking thing a liar does, right? A liar will sit there and smile in your face and be lying on you right there on the motherfucking phone at the same time, right? A thief is gonna sit there and laugh and kick it with you, vibe with you, and steal for you at the same time in the blink of your motherfucking eyes. As soon as you saw blink, they gonna stole something from your stupid ass, right? A thief is gonna do that. A killer gonna kill. You just don't know exactly who they gonna kill and what's gonna cause their ass to do the shit. But it's like the miraculous thing of it is you get to know the person on the inside and outside. Shit, most of the time, those people that are serial unalivers, it's just a little soul or a spirit inside of them. And more often than not, sometimes there ain't no spirit or soul in them. Some people end up like destroying that a long time ago. But sometimes, you can go in there. Do you need a friend? I forgot the name of that song. Like off that song off of Dreamgirls. I ain't no Jennifer Hudson's and I ain't got the pipelines like her ass. But I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, but once you step into the bad side, it's gonna be a mean motherfucking ride, ain't it? And some people are like, "God damn, girl, I can't be bothered by shit that people are naturally going to do." It's called natural human nature, natural human behavior. It's natural. To me, it's natural. To another person, be like, "No, it's not." Okay, what's not natural to you is living in fucking reality. What's not natural to you that you're going to abuse and use and lie on your motherfucking religion. That's why I like a motherfucking liar. You're going to lie on the bullshit that you're doing. And see, when it's easy that it is that you can go ahead and get other people to go along with your nonsense shit. That shit make it even fucking more beautiful. What's the natural thing of an insecure person to do? Is try to attack what you look like, what you wear, who you hang out with, what you got going on. But those would be the insecure people on the inside. As soon as they realize that people don't want to hang out with them, don't really like them, so they got to throw out money to people. Oh, make sure that you go do this and try to provoke them to make them feel this way. They need a crowd to go ahead and go do the shit that they do. They need an audience. I don't need the audience, because that's why they pay people, to make sure that, hey, make sure no one sees her. Make sure no one hears her. Because if they do, they're going to know that I'm a what? That you a liar? A Decepticon? That's all you know how to do? That you know how to persuade? You got a very persuasive, that's called the gift of gab too. Try to talk your way, if not pay your way to get somebody to sleep with you. Ooh, he got money, so I'm going to sleep with him. Oh, I'm going to talk bad about her, and I'm going to get a group of friends, and we're going to degrade her ass. Yeah, and I'm going to make my bro. Hey, bro, just say you want to sleep with the bros, ho. That's it. You fuck with them on the low. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody going to tell them that you deal with that tambourine player, the one that hold the purse, that you be talking shit about on the low, but y'all keep a distance when y'all in the same room. Did you ever tell your girlfriend that you was messing with her brother on the low? Just be mindful. You know what I'm saying? Like certain shit like that. Like, it's natural human behavior, but they won't tell you these type of things because they're going to be quick to say, oh, I'm going to go to the church. That is Satan. That is Satan. Shit. Well, I'm glad that you recognize your motherfucking self. I am the mirror to you. So if you felt like you ran into the motherfucking devil, you ran into yourself. I'm not capable of doing anything. Are you capable of being kind? More often than not. So that's where the intimidation comes from. Because more often than not, when they're not able to go deal with the person that know how to be by themselves, they don't know how to conquer or accomplish being alone. You see? I don't care if you're my friend. I don't care to be with family. I don't care, like, that's your mom. I don't give two shits. If I made it clear and I keep saying consistency is key. Is the funeral over yet? Because once I know the funeral is happening, maybe, most likely, let's say 1,000% sure, with a whole bunch of fucking security, with a back page, your page, they page, I'm 100% sure a lot of this shit will go away. So until then, what type of discussion are we having? Because I don't carry the same morals or values that you do, and you value the same people that would do hoodoo, voodoo, trick you, play with you, steal from you, lie on you. However, that's the same shit that you do. So you attract exactly what the fuck you are. Because see, most of the time, like, they can't hang out with us. You absolutely right. I wouldn't want to fucking hang out with you if my fucking life depended on it. Should I rather give me death than give me motherfucking liberty? You hear me? Because I'd rather sit there with fucking death than sit there with a motherfucker that's gonna lie and sit there and betray everybody sitting at their goddamn table. I ain't no motherfucking Judas. Judas killed it. Almost damn near killed his own brother until his brother became the emperor of motherfucking Egypt. Well, actually, he became an advisor to a pharaoh. Keyword, he became an advisor. Okay? Which he also, you know, when you take on certain things, you become a, what, dreamer? Shit, most of the time you just got to pay attention to the signs and symbols of what they're using at the church, you know? So, you know, trying to be impressive, and I'm not impressed. If anything, shit, go ahead and come on in. Come on in. Talk your shit, baby. Because the shit starts stinging when the truth come in. Did you bring your wife or your girlfriend or your butt buddies in here too? So we can tell them how you be meeting up at the den or using your man cave to do the certain things when the wives are the way. Did you ever tell them about how y'all did those things at the camping trip? Did you sit there and tell them about how you actually cheated on such and such Francine with her sister? Did we ever sit there and talk about that? Hey, there's a possibility her one friend that lives out of state, she still just doesn't know, you know? I just went on a trucking trip and, you know, it was just supposed to be a drop off, and I told her I was on business when I was really with my mistress type shit. Like, it'd be the stupid shit for me. But you gotta keep certain things, but it's like, you know, when you're dealing with political shit, you know, them wives, them political wives, like governors and mayors and then, you know, presidentials and house representatives, shit, they be knowing when they spouses is cheating. Shit, they just trying to count the money and count the deed. Okay, I'm not no motherfucking Cartwright. A family that prays, what she say? You sitting here. She said, I don't know why you crying to me. She said, you the one that's married to him. You the one that hold all the house deeds. She said, you got all the access to the bank accounts. And you ain't got no prenup. She said, shit, you got all the access that you need. She said, you state the demands. When she said that shit, that was the coolest shit I ever fucking heard. Shit, even then, state your motherfucking demands in a prenup. I'm gonna state my motherfucking demands in the goddamn prenup. Are we doing a prenup? Okay, make sure when we do this prenup, I need this in here, bruh. 70-30. Depending on what you cheating on and what we build and create together, 70-30. You cheat on me with a man, you have a baby, I get 100%. Can we agree? Can we agree? Oh, you just gotta catch it. You know the agreement. You gotta catch me doing it, motherfucker. I'm gonna be watching your motherfucking ass that whole goddamn marriage because I'm 100%. I'm gonna catch your bitch ass doing it. I expect you to do it. I'll be disappointed if your ass don't do it, but considering who you marrying, you gonna know exactly that they doing it. More often than not, motherfuckers gonna sit there and try to play that shit. Motherfucker, I ain't here for your goddamn money. Cause shit, if you giving me money already, so I can go ahead and build what I'm gonna build on the side anyway. Shit, I ain't really concerned about what I'm gonna get, but shit, make sure you gonna be solidified. Cause some of them, I ain't gonna do no prenup, man. Get the fuck out of here. I'll sign the fuck out of a goddamn prenup. Let me state my goddamn demands, motherfucker. But shit, the woman with no motherfucking prenup. Oh baby, you got all free game. Oh, he got a life insurance policy. Oh, he got a trust. Oh, baby, yes, get him on there. Shit, don't be the woman on there. Shit, state your demands. I'm pretty sure he gonna, I want it. I want it, baby. I want to go ahead and do what it is that I do to you, baby. Okay, go ahead, baby. So when I get ready to let your ass go, because I get bored any fucking way after a year or two, show me you even worthy to even fucking be in here. Because shit, I'm already ready to go. If you divorce me after, motherfucker, shit, if I'm going to fucking divorce your ass, go along and go do what the hell you want to do in peace. Leave me the fuck alone. Because some of these motherfuckers just be trying to marry motherfuckers for the property. If I can't have you, no one can. Motherfucker, if you don't know how to let the fuck go, just say you got emotional ill development, okay? You got attachment issues. You got letting go motherfucking issues. Just say that. I just struggle with letting go of people. Because my mom and my daddy didn't pay attention to me as a kid. They didn't go to my science fair. Motherfucker, I mean, who didn't? I ain't had nobody going to my cheerleading stuff, basketball games, softball games, soccer games. You know what I'm saying? I ain't have people come to my art shows and stuff like that. My ROTC shit. Like, come on now. You think I'm supposed to give a fuck about that? I feel like I turned out pretty great. I like lonesomeness. But I also like to be like some people be like, she's a tyrant. Can't be a tyrant if you ain't over here fucking with me. You wouldn't know if I was. Leave me the fuck alone. These are people who are hard head, make a soft ass. If somebody tell your ass to leave them the fuck alone, shouldn't you just take that? Ooh, I just want to provoke it. All right, talking to them. Go ahead. Come on, talking Tom. Bring that asshole over here. Come on, Tom. Come on, Tommy. Come on, Cletus. Come on, Cletus. It requires me to give a shit about your existence, but shit. Game face, bro. It seems like they want to play today. I guess I'll be one of the kids that got to play with the other kids. Shit, I was the kid that they would have to fucking force to play with the kids. I used to want to be on the monkey bars playing my own business unless it was like running or something, playing kickball or soccer and shit like that, or playing football. Like when we play, what is it called? Flag football. I used to love that shit. And I used to love to piss off the fucking boys because it was like, yeah, I could get a fight going. I used to love that shit. Like I said, it's still to this day, that motherfucker hold a fucking grudge since the fucking 6th grade. Jeremiah Stottle. That motherfucker still hold a grudge to this day. I had to whoop his motherfucking ass. He took the ball and he hit me in my face. And then when his ass got hemmed up on the motherfucking gates at BC Sweeney Elementary School, Lawton Fort Sill, Oklahoma, that motherfucker was in his goddamn feelings. That was the last day that he ever fucking fucked with me again. He used to always get mad and upset with me. He'll like, fuck with me because I used to want to play the instruments for the orchestra. Because we had a music group in our school. And I wasn't Sheila would never fucking pay for it. She'd pay for all the other stupid shit, but she wouldn't pay for that. But he was always in fucking competition with me whenever it came to us having like tests. And he will always be like, that's why I got an A on the spelling bee. And be like, all right, let's do it again. And I will ace, like get 100. Sharita, you got 100. Hey, Sharita, you got a 98. And I used to do that shit on purpose. Like, I'll fail a test just because I knew I could fail the test. But when I knew that he was in competition with me, ever since after I had whooped his ass, I would take full fucking advantage just to piss his ass off. Like, I feel like bullshit on the test today. And I had the teacher, Mr. Mazel. And he used to be like, Shrita, I know when you're not doing your best. Which he's part of the crew of the, the government crew. Because somebody was like, God damn, how the fuck she remember all this shit? I want to say Mr. Mazel was either part of the Vietnam or the Korean War. My principal at that time at 6th grade was Miss Anderson. Miss Anderson was friends with my grandma and all of them. So a lot of people like, God damn, how is your memory? How you remember all this shit? Because it was around the same time it was this boy named Juancito. I had the biggest fucking crush. Juancito was from, it was Juancito and Pito. And I had a little, baby, he wasn't all that, baby. But shit, all I knew was that his ass came from Puerto Rico and he was fine and stayed smoking to me as a little girl, okay? Get him. I think we met up at the projects. And we was at because it was not too far from the projects over there in the POs. And I was hanging out with Carmelita and shit like that. That's how I knew Carmelita was in the energy. But it was like, for a long time, they'll be like, well, you and Carmelita look like twins. I was like, well, I don't know how that shit goes, but should I run with it? She was the bigger twin and I was considered the smaller one. So like when me and her go together, we'll go to the Murtha Purpose Center. They used to have dances and stuff like that. We'll do, dance competitions and shit like that. And a lot of shit. Track. Shit, I ran track. Shit, the only thing was I just needed to be trained. I just needed to be trained. So it was a lot of shit. I was just an active ass kid. I needed to exert fucking energy in order for it to be a particular way. But either way it goes, shit. Like I said, basement kids, the crime about how somebody's trying to stalk you, set up like a robbery. You gonna know what it looks like whenever they trying to SA you gonna know exactly who it is. More often than not, they like to stay in the background because the more suspicion that you have of who they are, the more that they feel like they have control over the victim. More often than not. So in this one, I feel like I got somebody that's like mid-age. They've been doing this shit since they was like 13. So whoever it is that's next to me, they've been doing this type of shit since they was like 13. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not new to this type of shit. It's just paying attention to how they stumping. And then the other one is paying attention to how they making their Morse codes from over there across the street. But I leave that to you, you know what I'm saying? Somebody sit here like, God damn, whoever, just a white boy, that motherfucker salty than a motherfucker right now. Like, he probably over there at the fucking marina right now. Like, how the fuck? Somebody got a car or a boat or something like that at the marina. They sitting there watching from the boat dock, which is not too far from over here. Something about Carrie Ann or Carolyn. So they could be having a conversation. Okay, somebody was trying to figure out Piggy. That was Carmelita's nickname. They was trying to figure out how they was gonna come in. Also, somebody's name could be Quizly. This is also the group that worked for or under the program for Quiznos. Okay, Quiznos went out a long time ago, so they operated an unaliving crew. Right now, somebody could have got somebody from North Carolina. They could have been working with Veronica and Kiera at this time. So this is like somebody that's working with their fraternity, sorority crew. And then this is somebody that's operating from an old high school group of people or people from the west side of Orlando. So west side of Orlando, Apopka, Ocoee, Ocala, Lakeland. Let me see. This is like Ocoee shit. These motherfuckers could have went as far as where I used to go to high school, Lake Howell. They probably got the Tuscaloosa crew, so Sandra and them shit. Like, they got all the motherfuckers. So Veronica and Kiera. Then we got the last dude that I dealt with, his crew. Then we got some of Courtney's people. Who birthday is like on October 8th? What's that Mata? So that's veterans motherfuckers. And then it's like some teenagers. So somebody could be using like they kids, teenagers, high school students. Somebody could be like 23. So, you know what I'm saying? 23 and me. So somebody works for a diagnostics company or a DNA company or something like that. Somebody's birthday who's on the 26th, the 8th, the 2nd. So February 6th. Somebody's birthday between February 3rd to the 9th that could be involved with this situation. Somebody's birthday is on the 20th and 15th. So this is James Henry Taylor, the 5th, Regina Taylor, and the Parhams crew. So more often than not, somebody was like, what? That's who's paying these people or funding them at this time. And then somebody could be like, yeah, we're going to allow them to do this. Let's see how far they're going to go with this shit. They waiting for their motherfucking arrest. Because I know James Henry Taylor, his ass been thinking like his ass dipping off coming here and then going right back. And then he'll get his folks and family involved to come in. And then I noticed that the other people, they had ties to Tamisha and them, which also had ties to Deuce, you know what I'm saying, his folks and his crew. So it was just like, it ain't no motherfucking secret to me. So I was just like, this is also the Tinder swindler crew. they link up and shit like that. And this is the Honda Civic Kia crew. Somebody do coaching for football kids, football youth type shit. Somebody was like, you ain't supposed to know none of this. Ain't none of this shit is a fucking secret. Know the crime. You know the ways. You know the way that they do when they say your name. Anyways, carry on. Y'all have a great day.